There's three main business models that are making people unreal amounts of money. You can make anywhere between $5,000 and a couple $100,000 a month doing these. You can sell physical products like shoes, shirts, gadgets. A lot of people actually do this by drop shipping. You can sell digital products like apps or software or even just ebooks. And you can sell services like coaching, teaching, or running ads for companies. You'll realize that none of the examples include trading crypto or stocks or anything else that's super high risk. The way that people make real money and do it for a really long time is by choosing businesses that are not super risky. If working for somebody else is causing you literal pain and you don't think that you can survive it much longer, this video will give you what you need to decide which business is right for you so you can get out of a life that you don't want to live in anymore. The businesses I'm going to talk about today are literally opportunities that you may be able to start in a bedroom and turn into $1 million or multi-million dollar company. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, some of the biggest companies today were actually started in people's garages. Let's get into it. The first one, selling physical products, can make you thousands of dollars a month. Some companies even make millions of dollars a month. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've done a lot of research on online businesses and you've obviously come across drop shipping, Amazon FBA, and other things very similar to this. Many people have made fortunes with drop shipping, Amazon FBA, and it's honestly brilliant. But people also sell products that they personally manufacture, like jewelry, vehicles, and furniture. A huge advantage of this business model is the opportunity for massive profits. Typically, you sell these products for a lot more money than it costs for you to get or make them. It costs Apple $500 to manufacture an iPhone, and they sell them for like $1,400 and sometimes even more. But a huge con of this business model is the cost to get new customers. Potential customers typically need to see an ad for your product at minimum 3 to 4 times before they finally decide to buy your product. To grow a business that's selling physical products requires a lot of money dedicated to marketing. And if you're manufacturing products, it's going to cost you even more money. Make sure you watch until the end of the video because I'm actually going to go over one of the best opportunities that you can jump into immediately with almost no investment. You'll often hear stories of drop shippers making $20,000 or more a month, but what they're not telling you is that it costs them $19,000 in ads and marketing to get those sales. Another huge con of selling physical products is the difficulty to remain relevant and keep your customers buying your products again and again. It can be very difficult and very expensive to keep customers loyal and buying your products repeatedly. If your dream is to sell physical products, then be prepared to spend a lot of time and even more money just to get started. Selling digital products are gonna have very similar pros and cons to selling physical products, but one huge difference is that with digital products, you don't need a warehouse or any sort of storage space. And even better, you never run out of digital products because you can potentially have an infinite number of them. Digital products can potentially last forever and are way easier to organize and manage than physical products are. You don't have people running around giant warehouses looking for tiny little items to put in boxes and send to the post office. So if you've been doing any research into online businesses, I'm sure you've come across people who are gonna tell you to sell ebooks or sell things on Etsy like digital planners. And this really is a great business to start right now because the future is digital. There's also tons of marketplaces that you can sell these products online to help you get started even faster. Speed is super important when you're getting started because the less time it takes you to start, the sooner you can start making money. A pretty big con of digital products is how easy they can be to replicate. Some conniving SOB can see your product online, maybe they even buy it so they can make a copy of it, improve on it a little bit, and then they can sell it. And if they market their version of your product better than you can, you're screwed.
Subscribe to my channel because I want to help people make millions of dollars so we can buy fucking islands and shit.
Digital products can be so much easier to create than physical products that you can have competition within a few weeks of launching a product. Speaking of competition, the competition in the digital product industry is only going to increase, which is going to make it harder and harder for you to succeed in that industry. If you really want to do well selling digital products, you're going to have to get started as soon as possible. My personal favorite is service businesses, and I'm going to be leaning very heavy into these in the coming future, and I really think that others should too. Whether you want to run ads for businesses, teach people online, or rent kayaks out at the beach, or even walk dogs in the city, services are going to be a great opportunity to get started working ASAP with almost no money to start. I got started by teaching people on Fiverr things that I love and could talk about all day, and it cost me no money to get started. If you want to see what I teach on Fiverr, or maybe even get a little bit of help with starting your new business, the link to my Fiverr is in the description. If you choose the right service to offer people, they will be begging to pay you, and you'll be able to start making real money a lot quicker than the other businesses that I've talked about earlier in the video. It is important to know one of the disadvantages that comes with a service-based business. It's hard for investors and others to understand what the business is worth. So while you can potentially sell a business that sells products to a bigger business for a couple mil, or even a couple $100 million, it's going to be far less likely that you're able to sell your service business to a bigger business in the future. But that's okay, because I cannot stress enough that you can start a service business almost for free. Selling physical products can cost thousands of dollars to get started, and if you want to sell digital products like software or apps, that could potentially cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get started. If you want to learn more about service businesses and maybe even get some great ideas that you might be able to start today, check out this video. Flawless.